If you remember a while back, I did a video about how I wasn't that excited for a new Ghostbusters movie, mostly because I figured Paul Feig's brand of not-so-subtle humor wouldn't do well in a Ghostbusters movie. So the new trailer is out, and here's how I feel. First off, let me talk about the trailer itself. A trailer for a sequel to one of the greatest comedy movies of all time has to be able to have something to draw in older fans as well as new ones. That's why there's less of a focus on the plot and more on classic things like the proton packs, the Ecto 1, and of course Slimer. The whole thing starts with a throwback to the original library scene taken to a bit of an extreme. There's a lot of Easter eggs and references throughout, and I'm going to be linking a good breakdown video from Ghostbusters HQ, which is an awesome Ghostbusters fan site. Now, as far as trailers go, I really think they did a good job with this one. Now, that said, there's a fan edit as well as both the US and the international versions that people seem to really like a bit better, but I don't think that fan version really flows as well. Let's talk about how I feel now about the movie based off of these trailers. These trailers didn't really alleviate my reservations with the movie, and if anything, they kind of confirmed most of them. Now, the first scene you see in this trailer is, as I mentioned, a throwback to the original library scene. And while it seems like they've gone a bit over the top with it, it actually works to me. Everything is definitely sealed by Kristen Wiig's deadpan delivery. However, one of the last scenes in this trailer, where Melissa McCarthy gets possessed, is an example of exactly what I was worried about. Let me say this, if you like Leslie Jones, that's fine. I'm not here to convince you of anything, but I really don't like her comedy. In everything I've seen her in, she doesn't seem to understand comedic timing. I know the script plays a part in this, as does the directing, but it really all comes down to her performance. There's way better actresses and women of color out there that could have been cast. It worries me when Melissa McCarthy, who's normally over the top with her comedy, seems restrained in comparison. Also, the ghosts seem hit or miss to me. I'm a huge fan of old school effects like claymation and the way the ghosts were handled in the original. The CGI just seems a bit too bright to me, but it's not so offensive that it ruins it. Now, I know that the ghosts are not completely CGI. They were actually actors and actresses that were put into a costume rigged with LED lights, but there is a lot of post-production on there. The rest of the effects are about the same mixed bag. The slime looks kind of cool, and I'm glad that it's actually real, and I really have no restraint in saying that. I think it is an awesome effect that they've done. Yet, the scene in Times Square really brings back memories of Amazing Spider-Man 2. Kate McKinnon really stole this trailer to me. Just check out all the gifs that are dedicated to her faces in this trailer. She just seems to be having a fun take on just the weird scientist character, such as Harold Ramis did with Egon. And that's basically how I feel about this trailer. The original movie, and to a degree, the sequel walked a very fine line of comedy and horror, and subtlety and over the top. The first one nailed it, the second one at least came close to me. This one, whether it's a reboot or a sequel, something the trailer still kind of leaves up in the air, doesn't look like it manages to walk that line that well. However, it does look like it's going to be pretty fun and exciting. It's hard to separate from the originals, but on its own it looks like it'll at least be competent and entertaining in the end. Maybe it won't be a classic like the originals, but it doesn't look awful and it doesn't look like Bridesmaids with ghosts. So, I'm actually excited for this. I figure it'll be exactly as I expect, entertaining, and I'm totally okay with that. So what do you think of the new Ghostbusters trailers? Are you excited for these movies now, or did the trailers kind of dampen any of that excitement that you may have had? Like I said, I think that these are going to be decent movies in the long run, entertaining, fun, but not great or classic or anything like that. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more.